Does your home feel more like a storage unit than a sanctuary? After 60 decades of clutter can sneak up on us. Did you know clutter increases stress and lowers productivity? Today, we're revealing 16 surprising culprits making your home feel chaotic. From invisible messes to emotional clutter, these tips will transform your space. And you won't believe number 12. Stick around to uncover them all and reclaim your home's peace and simplicity. Meet Mary, a 65-year-old grandmother who had always taken pride in her cozy home. Over the years, though, she noticed it wasn't quite the peaceful retreat it used to be. Her living room felt cramped, closets were overflowing, and even finding her favorite book had become a challenge. One day, Mary realized her home had slowly turned into a cluttered maze, making her feel stressed and overwhelmed. But here's the good news. By making a few simple changes, she transformed her space into a haven of calm and order, proving it's never too late to reclaim your home. If you've ever felt weighed down by the stuff around you, Mary's story might sound familiar. But don't worry, you can make the same changes too. We'll walk you through 16 surprising clutter culprits and share practical tips to help you declutter with ease. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more life-changing tips for creating your best life after 60. Let's start with the clutter you might not even notice anymore. Invisible clutter. These are the little things that pile up quietly, stealing your space and peace of mind without you realizing it. 1. Paperwork piles. Think about it. Old bills, magazines, receipts, and random documents tend to accumulate over time. Maybe it's because we think, I might need this later, or we simply don't have time to sort through it all. But before you know it, these stacks of paper are dominating your countertops, desks, and drawers. Switch to digital billing for utilities, subscriptions, and bank statements to reduce the incoming paper. For the paperwork you do need to keep, designate a single drawer or folder to store it, and make it a habit to go through these papers every month to stay ahead of the mess. Take a quick look around right now. How many piles of paper can you spot in your home? Is it 1, 2, more? Share your guess in the comments below. Now let's talk about those gifts you've been holding on to. Not because you love them, but because you feel guilty letting them go. Maybe it's that vase from a friend, the set of wine glasses you've never opened, or the decorative clock that doesn't match your style. Sound familiar? We often keep these items out of sentiment or because we don't want to hurt the giver's feelings. But the truth is, if it's not adding value to your life, it's just taking up space. Donate or re-gift items you don't use. Someone else might love that vase or clock, and letting it go will give you a little extra breathing room in your home. Now let's open the medicine cabinet. How many half-used bottles, expired pills, or forgotten ointments are sitting on those shelves? This is one of the most overlooked areas in our homes, and it's a prime source of invisible clutter. Imagine Mary, our 65-year-old grandmother. One day, while looking for a bandage, she found medications that expired 10 years ago. She realized she'd been holding on to items she didn't even need anymore, and they were just adding to the mess. Safely dispose of anything expired. Most pharmacies or local health facilities have drop-off points for unused medications. Clearing out your medicine cabinet not only frees up space, but also ensures you're not accidentally using something unsafe. Invisible clutter can make a big difference in how your home feels. By tackling these 3 culprits, paperwork, unused gifts, and expired medications, you'll already be taking a huge step toward creating a more peaceful, organized space. Stay tuned, because the next set of clutter culprits might be hiding in plain sight. Sometimes, the messiest clutter is right in front of us. It's just so familiar that we stop noticing it. Let's uncover a few sneaky culprits hiding in plain sight that could be making your home feel chaotic. Take a look around your living room or dining area. Do you still have plastic fruit on display, or a dusty faux plant sitting in a forgotten corner? Maybe there's an old floral rug or a heavy, outdated curtain that hasn't seen the light of day since the 90s. Decor that no longer reflects your current style or life stage can make your home feel stuck in the past. It also contributes to visual clutter, making spaces look more crowded than they are. Opt for modern, minimal pieces that reflect your taste today. For example, replace faux plants with a single real houseplant that's easy to care for. Swap heavy drapes for light, neutral curtains. Simple changes like these can breathe new life into your space without breaking the bank. When was the last time you updated your decor? If it's been years, it might be time for a refresh. Let's talk about the infamous junk drawer, or drawers. Mary, our 65-year-old grandmother, realized she had 3 drawers stuffed with random items: dead batteries, tangled cords, keys that didn't seem to open anything, and expired coupons. Every time Mary opened one of those drawers, she felt overwhelmed, yet she avoided dealing with them because it seemed too daunting. Sound familiar? Don't try to tackle all your junk drawers at once. That can feel overwhelming. Instead, pick 1 drawer a month. Sort everything into 3 categories: keep, toss, and donate. Only keep items that are genuinely useful or meaningful. You'll be amazed at how satisfying it feels to open a clutter-free drawer. Be honest, how many junk drawers do you have? Let us know in the comments below. Now let's look at those outdated tech gadgets cluttering your home. Do you have a drawer filled with old flip phones, remote controls for devices you don't use anymore, or a tangle of cables you can't identify? These items often sit untouched for years, taking up valuable space. Technology evolves quickly, leaving us with piles of unused gadgets. Not only do they clutter our homes, but they can also be harmful to the environment if not disposed of properly. Take inventory of your old tech, keep only what you actively use, and recycle the rest at a local e-waste centre. Many stores and facilities accept phones, cables, and other electronics for proper disposal. Mary found a remote control in her junk drawer and couldn't even remember what device it was for. Can you relate? These types of clutter are easy to overlook, but make a big difference in how your home feels. By updating your decor, conquering those junk drawers, and recycling old tech gadgets, you'll create a space that feels fresher, more organized, and more you. Stay with us. Our next section tackles emotional clutter, the sneakiest culprit of all. Some of the hardest clutter to part with isn't just physical, it's emotional. These are the items tied to memories, moments, and milestones, making it difficult to let go. Let's dive into 2 of the most common forms of emotional clutter and how you can handle them. Seven, sentimental keepsakes everywhere. Mary, our 65-year-old grandmother, cherished her memories. Over the years, though, her shelves began overflowing with photo albums, childhood trophies, souvenirs from trips, and gifts from loved ones. She couldn't part with them because each item held a special story. One day, Mary realized that instead of enjoying her keepsakes, they were overwhelming her. They weren't bringing joy, they were taking over her home. You don't have to part with your memories to reclaim your space. Instead, preserve them in a way that's both meaningful and space-saving. Digitize old photos and display them in a digital photo frame. Create a scrapbook for your most cherished memories. This way, you can enjoy them without letting them take up every corner of your home. Remember, your memories don't have to live on your shelves to live in your heart. By thoughtfully organizing your keepsakes, you can honor the past while making room for the present. 8. Clothes you no longer wear. Now let's take a peek inside the closet. Are your hangers filled with clothes that no longer fit, suit your lifestyle, or bring you joy? This is a common form of emotional clutter. We hold on to outfits because of the memories tied to them, or the hope that we might wear them again someday. Mary's closet was packed with everything from business suits she hadn't worn since retiring to jeans that hadn't fit in over a decade. The result? She felt like she had nothing to wear, even though her closet was full. If you haven't worn something in over a year, it's time to let it go. Donate gently used clothes to a local charity, or sell items in good condition online. For items with sentimental value, consider keeping just one as a memento and releasing the rest. Let's make this personal. What's the hardest item for you to let go of? Is it a piece of clothing, a keepsake, or something else? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Emotional clutter can be the most difficult to tackle, but clearing it creates not just physical space, but emotional freedom as well. With a little care and creativity, you can hold on to your memories while letting go of the excess. Next, we'll reveal the everyday clutter culprits that sneak into your space. Don't miss it. Some clutter doesn't come from big, obvious items. It sneaks in through everyday things we use or don't use, but keep around anyway. Let's uncover 3 common culprits that could be lurking in your home. 9. Plastic containers without lids. Mary's kitchen was a classic example of this problem. Every time she opened her cabinets, mismatched plastic containers tumbled out. Some had no lids, others were stained, and many were just taking up space. Over time, these containers can pile up unnoticed. We hang on to them thinking they'll be useful, but they often end up just adding to the mess. Go through your collection and match each container with its lid. Keep only a few matching sets in good condition and toss or recycle the rest. You don't need a mountain of containers when just a handful will do the job. 10. Multiples of the same thing. Have you ever realized you have more of something than you'll ever use? Mary did. She discovered she had 4 spatulas, 6 pairs of scissors, and an endless supply of pens, all scattered throughout her home. These duplicates creep in over time because we forget what we already own or think, I might need another one. But they often go unused and simply create clutter. Ask yourself, do I really need this many? Go through your kitchen tools, office supplies, or household items and keep only what you use regularly. Donate or recycle the rest. Be honest. How many duplicates of something do you think you have in your home? Share your guess in the comments below. Mary also had a corner in her spare room dedicated to her knitting phase. She had piles of yarn, needles, and patterns, all from a hobby she tried briefly but never stuck with. Hobby supplies are one of the sneakiest clutter culprits. We buy them with good intentions, but when the excitement fades, they end up collecting dust. If you've outgrown a hobby, it's time to let go of the supplies. Donate them to someone who will use and appreciate them, like a crafting group, school, or charity. You'll feel lighter knowing they're going to good use. Everyday items like these sneak into our lives unnoticed, but by addressing them, you can reclaim valuable space in your home. Next, we'll explore a surprising source of clutter, your sentimental just-in-case stash. Don't go anywhere. These next clutter culprits are the ones that surprise us the most, things we don't even think of as clutter until we take a closer look. Let's uncover these shockers that could be hiding in plain sight. Have you ever opened your pantry and discovered a spice jar that expired when your kids were still in high school? Mary did. She found baking powder from the 80s and canned goods she didn't even recognize. Expired pantry items are like time capsules. We don't notice them because they quietly sit at the back of the shelf, gathering dust and sometimes questionable smells. Make it a habit to go through your pantry at least once a year. Check expiration dates, toss anything stale or expired, and organize what's left so you can actually see and use it. Bonus tip: try labeling shelves to make finding items easier. What's the oldest item you've ever found in your pantry? Tell us in the comments. I bet someone can beat Mary's 30-year-old baking powder. 13. Broken or fix-it-later items. Mary's basement was home to a collection of broken chairs, a wobbly side table, and an old clock she kept telling herself she'd fix someday. But someday, it never came, and those items just took up space. Holding on to broken items with the intent to repair them is common, but when months or even years go by without action, they simply become dead weight in your home. Set a clear deadline. If something is broken, repair it within 1 month or let it go. Be realistic about what you'll actually fix. For items beyond repair, consider recycling or donating them to someone who can repurpose them. Letting go of broken items can feel like admitting defeat, but it's also freeing. Remember, your home deserves to be a place of functionality and joy. not a storage unit for unfinished projects. These surprising sources of clutter might not seem like much, but addressing them can make a huge difference. Your home will feel lighter, more organized, and even healthier without expired food and broken items weighing you down. Next, we'll tackle one final category of clutter that's harder to spot, but just as important to address. Don't miss it. Now, let's get into the hard truths. The clutter that not only takes up physical space but also affects how we feel about our homes. These are the things that might be hard to face, but once addressed, they can truly transform your living space. One of the hardest things Mary had to come to terms with was her oversized, outdated furniture. Her couches were large, heavy, and made her living room feel cramped and crowded. It was as though the furniture itself was taking up all the space, leaving little room for relaxation or movement. Oversized or outdated furniture can make a space feel smaller and more cluttered, even when everything else is organized. When you have large, bulky pieces, they overwhelm the room and diminish your sense of calm. Replace old furniture with smaller, multi-purpose pieces that fit your current needs and lifestyle. Look for sofas with hidden storage, or tables that can double as both dining and workspace. This will open up space and make your home feel airier. Mary also had an extensive collection of figurines, dozens of delicate, dusty little treasures. At one point, they filled shelves throughout her living room, dining room, and even the hallway. Over time, the collection became more of a burden than a joy. She hadn't even dusted them in years. Mary realized she wasn't enjoying her figurines anymore. She was simply maintaining them out of habit. Every time she looked at the shelves, all she saw was more clutter. Keep only a few favorite pieces on display and store or sell the rest. Collections can easily get out of hand, but when curated thoughtfully, they can be a beautiful part of your home rather than a cluttered distraction. We all have hidden spaces in our homes, basements, attics, and garages that tend to be forgotten over time. These areas can quickly become dumping grounds for items we don't know where else to put. Mary realized her garage was packed with things she hadn't seen in years: old toys, extra furniture, boxes of holiday decorations, and random knickknacks she didn't even remember keeping. Tackle these hidden spaces one small area at a time. Start by sorting through boxes or clearing out one shelf in the garage. Break it down into manageable tasks so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Facing these hard truths might be difficult, but it's a necessary step to reclaim your space. When you tackle oversized furniture, overwhelming collections, and forgotten hidden spaces, you're not just clearing clutter, you're making room for a more peaceful, organized, and joyful home. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on Mary's transformation. With these simple changes, Mary found more space, more peace, and a new sense of calm in her home and her mind. Decluttering isn't just about tidying up. It's about creating a home that truly reflects your best years. It's about surrounding yourself with the things that bring you joy and letting go of the rest, so you can enjoy the space and the moments that matter most. Now, you don't have to make all these changes in a day, but every small step can lead to a bigger transformation. Ready to get started? If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button. Share this video with someone who could use a little decluttering inspiration, and don't forget to subscribe for more life advice to help you live your best life after 60. And if you're looking for more ways to simplify your home and life, check out our channel for more related videos.